everybody says it's tradition, but I maintain to you that tradition is peer pressure from dead people.
But my thing is, right?
The mics are blood clot open. Check.
Select accent for the podcast.
Calvin always late.
All right, episode 140. The mics are open. My name's G Money.
And the young.
Big C.
Neville.
Wow,
the arrangement. It was a good kind of
It's always confusing.
By the way, though, listen, it is the final day of the year 2021.
Congratulations, guys. You made it to the finish line.
We made it, yo.
We're here, man.
We made it,
Mama.
You made it too.
2021.
Best and worst year, please listen to the Monday Minnesota. Best and worst year.
For a mixture of both. Yes. This final week of the year has been quite
dragging.
Yes. It's like, get here already, 2022.
Fam,
you're late busy?
Let me tell you, I wouldn't even lie to you, right? I had to go back to work yesterday.
Okay.
It's killing me, bro. Like, as in, I think every radio station should just go into autopilot.
Let music play.
My producer called me and he's like, so will you be starting the show at 6 or 7? I'm like, if you give me that choice.
But
if it's a choice, let's make one.
But honestly, as radio presenters, man, this week and last week, man,
it's a waste of space.
Who's listening to the radio station?
Guys are waking up
on a holiday.
Fam, I got into my car and turned on the radio. The radio started laughing like, what you doing? What you doing here?
What's up? Laughing at you.
Total waste of but also it's so lethargic. Yeah. This week has been quite lethargic.
It's a waste, man.
Yeah. And also,
I don't think so.
I had people calling me 7 in the morning, Wednesday morning,
looking for a plan.
No, like, yo, what's up? I'm like, you people are out here partying until 7 in the morning.
Bro, they're not at work like
you. Know, let me tell you.
I'm chilling.
I've been chilling. Let me tell you
must be nice.
One thing I respect, and I respect about like Lagos and Ghana, they don't even pretend. I mean, obviously banks are gonna be open and places of business are open.
Yeah.
But those guys are not pretending that we have. There's a week in between Christmas and New Year's. It's party after party after party after party.
Word.
Yeah, man. Super chilling. But I'm glad the year's over. Yeah. Interesting kind of year, but let's see what 22 has in store. 2022 is going to be very interesting, right? Because
let's go there.
Can we make some predictions?
Why else? I predict an election.
So 2022, I don't know whether you guys remember 2017, right? When was that? That's the last time we had an election. So 2022, by the time we get to June, July again, it starts to be fucking slow.
Madness again for business.
It starts to be slow, and that's like smack in the middle of the year.
Yeah.
So you can imagine.
When is the election? In August?
It has to
August.
be the first. There's actually a whole clause in the constitution. So do not later than the second what?
Whatever.
You know that whole law jargon, right? So it's going to be very interesting. I'm hoping that we have a peaceful one.
Yeah, true.
I feel like it's going to be a peaceful one.
Yeah.
Well, judging by the behavior of our MPs in Parliament the day before yesterday.
Oh, that's gross. That's
like definitely a good marker right there.
Fighting with a mask is a whole different story. You have to breathe. You have to do all these things.
I saw
MPs
that.
fighting in masks. Guys, come on, guys.
Not shading any other country, but I didn't even think that was Kenya. I even had to ask like the guy who was like, is this our own parliament?
But it happened in Ghana last week.
Yeah?
Oh, wow.
There's a country in Asia
continent, bro,
where they actually do it. Was it?
Wait, they actually do it?
It's a thing.
It's a
Are you serious?
There's a country.
I think we should commercialize.
There's a country in Asia
like
where.
Bro, you're onto something.
Let's commercialize.
Let's commercialize it.
Yeah, let me hear it.
You just put like politicians to fight each other.
I don't want to see Sonko go against that Woli.
Because what's the worst that could happen? Like if they broke
in whose hands?
If they broke any bones or what? Have you seen the insurance? What do you call them? Packages. They'll be alright. If they fight each other.
Oh damn. They'll be good.
Speaking of which,
I mean, they all fly out for medical.
I think we should do that, bro.
Speaking of which, did you guys see that story last week where Casper Nyovest Oh, actually, Casper Novest organized a boxing match between him and a fan who always trolls him on Twitter. It took Casper just a few seconds to unleash a barrage of body blows and headshots, sending slick talk from Twitter stumbling across the ring.
I agree. That's the mood.
Is this the trend?
We'll put the photo of the guy.
Yo, listen. You know that share your location?
Yes.
Bruh, respond.
From the
Yeah, pull up.
Like
Pull up.
24 hours to reply.
Yeah. Pull up.
The funny thing about it is, like, you see something like that, it's like the fact that this guy is like a troll on Twitter, and Casper, like, if I was Casper, you know, he's got dough, I'd be like, cool, let's just box for like 100 G's, and then like winner takes all. And then it, like, you see the guy, he doesn't look like he's in the best of shape.
Yo, the trolls always are looking mad out here.
Let me tell you, the trolls, I got time, bro. You know, like that. Fights, like, yo, let's do that. Or what Calligraph did.
Yo,
send me your
Calligraph
number.
would terrorize the whole industry. If this was the case in the 254,
Send him. Tell the guy.
Calli would terrorize the whole country.
That's what
I'm
we
here
need.
for it.
Yeah.
Yo, if you, I mean, here's the thing. A lot of people say a lot of things on the internet, but you can't be one of those people behind the keyboard.
Keyboard warriors
are
Keyboard warriors.
Yeah.
But you know what? The thing
Only on a chest.
the thing about it is, it's part of life now, and
Yeah,
I
it
think
is.
you just have to accept that's just the way it is. That there's going to be people who have such big voices and big opinions on social
But
media.
they're 5 foot what?
5'1". They're always 5'1", by the way.
but
There's
look,
always a problem somewhere.
Have you ever met a troll who's 6'4"?
No.
Bro, like even the air up there is different.
That was
There's no
precise.
troll air up there.
Precise.
Sorry.
But speaking about that though, the internet's been on fire this week for some crazy reasons. No.
I'm getting a test.
Okay.
This is
Test in your
part
butt.
2.
Okay.
Wait,
Okay.
is this some hate so that I can start leading with love before you get to Let me get to the love. Yo,
Let's
all those
start.
people who've been starting threads on Twitter.
Oh.
You all have been killing us this time round. Also,
The
all
photos and the
challenge-
videos,
all the quote this with your mirror selfies, quote this with your bikini pics. Yo, Twitter has been nice,
Yeah.
especially during this
the
holiday.
memes, and the memes that came out of the 254 this year.
Yeah, hiyo mambo ya kufinya Allah tuoli we see.
But
Yes, now let's get to
The floor is
something else.
yours.
you were saying?
Yes.
I was saying, and I'm saying it with my chest.
Twende sasa.
And I had to make a phone call to my uncle,
Yeah.
Uncle Donovan, who Calvin has met before.
All right.
I called him this morning at about 8 o'clock in the morning. I said,
Yeah.
Uncle, maybe I've become a bit too westernized.
Okay.
But is there anything wrong with a man sleeping in his in-laws' house? And my uncle said, the bomber clock, that you wake me up 5 in the morning. Not no wrong.
Yeah. There's
Now,
no problem.
on Instagram and on Twitter, there's been this conversation. I'm not gonna say it's crazy,
Okay.
because obviously I know culturally there are differences between different people, right?
Yes.
But it's on the back of somebody who had spent some time. Oh, I don't even think he said he slept there, but he spent some time at his in-laws'
The
house,
in-laws'
right?
place.
And guys are like, how can you be a man staying at your in-laws' house and all that stuff? And I'm just bemused by the entire conversation. Because I don't think there's anything wrong with you spending time at your in-laws' house.
Spending time
Spending
or
time
living
is
Or
there.
sleep, not living
No,
there.
Oh, yeah.
no.
Okay.
Let's
Like
call it
sleeping-
what
like
it is.
sleeping there.
Let's call it what it is.
Okay, Calvin.
Spending time, sour. You have to go for lunches and everything. Sleeping there, no.
Aye,
no.
why
Okay,
No,
let me ask you. Does it matter whether you live in the same compound, but your babe now for your in-laws has a separate house within the same
Like a
compound,
guest house or something.
like a guest house or
Yeah.
something? Yeah. Will that still be okay, or you're still not sleeping at your in-laws?
Bro, guest house. It's
Okay, go on.
let's put it like this, right? Basically, what it says is, do not spend time. Don't sleep over at your in-laws. So if it's the same compound that has a guest house and everything, sour. There's fine lines to it, right?
Okay.
At times you may like, say for instance, you've gone to like a place that's far off in Western. Huh?
Yes,
Or even central Kenya or where. And the town is far, but you guys have to be there. Exceptions can be made, but it's not the most comfortable of things. But I personally, I am not.
So Calvin, you wanna tell me
Why not?
what? Even if it's like raining cats and dogs outside, like if the conditions are not favorable, you're still not gonna sleep under one roof.
Last time I checked, my car's got heated seats, recliner.
It does.
Yo,
So, yeah,
it does. Yeah.
Yo, for mine.
So let me
This is disgusting.
let me be devil's advocate here, right? different cultural, different upbringing, all that stuff, right? So now you go to visit your in-laws, Your in-laws have got a nice big
crib.
house,
Yeah.
somewhere, like, you know, because they've built their house wherever it is.
Yeah.
They built their house, right? And you're in the middle of nowhere because they've built their house in the middle of nowhere, right? You are telling me you're gonna have to leave that compound to go and find a hotel somewhere to go and sleep because of tradition.
Bro, it's just
ego.
what it is. But you see, here's the thing. It's not about ego. And we need to have a brutally honest conversation. This does not even start with the men. And shout out to Grouchy. We even spoke about this. Even the ladies themselves, the mothers to the mother to your wife, to your girlfriend, will start things like, why is he as a man staying over? So these are not things that are
What?
it's something that is
so
a
let me ask you a
conversation that's
question.
hard.
Is this tradition?
Yes.
Can I speak from
So-
experience?
Yeah.
My bro-in-law married to my sis now. They come and they sleep over at my parents' place occasionally, bro. And in fact,
but-
my parents even
But
invite them like, yo, come.
is this like a shags kind of thing?
What? No, it's not a shark kind of thing.
It's Uku, Nairobi,
Yeah,
right?
but with the
Yeah.
same breath, my sister also goes to their shags. Now my bro-in-law, his mom
But
and
let's
dad.
not get it twisted. You see, as a lady, if you've married and I've done that whole ratio thing, I've paid the bride price and everything and all of that, it is expected for you too, like I'm in shags, right? Guys will ask, where's my wife, right?
Okay.
And I'll be like, here's my wife. It's expected.
Okay,
So
what's your excuse in town?
My excuse is this, right? The perception is this. As a man, and I'm coming from it from an African
Traditional.
perspective. Yes, this is experienced every single day, just like how people go for circumcision, how guys do rorashio, right? So if we're gonna go the whole African fucking way, let us stick to all bloody traditions.
Yeah, but I'm
You
saying-
understand? So you see, at the end of the day, if we're gonna have a conversation about this in 2021 towards the end
Right.
of it, let's also say we won't do rorashios.
No, but you know what I'm saying? Hold on, calm down, relax. What I'm saying is this, right?
triggered.
That's one element of tradition,
Yeah.
right? And I'm saying to you, so let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
You've built your house, you're here, you've built your house here with you and your wife.
Yeah.
Right? Can your in-laws come to visit?
Yeah, they can.
So wait, her dad can sleep in your house.
No, visit. Let's be specific.
No, sleep
Is
in
it
your house.
Hard dog?
Can her parents come
No,
sleep in your house?
no. Listen.
Wait, I'm asking.
It's a yes or no question.
Let me-
Can her parents come
Let me
sleep in
tell
your
you.
house?
Let me answer it like this.
Politician.
I myself, right? I have no problem. If they want to stay over, yes. But I know the African fathers who are there will not.
This is how you think, Calvin.
It's not how you
We are
think.
asking
It's
you.
just-
This is your house.
I'm asking
If
a
he
question.
wants to sleep over, sir, I don't give two shits, right?
So that's a
But
yes.
No, let's not get it twisted.
Oh, so
What's wrong
you're
with
talking
your boy?
So wait.
No,
wait.
I'm not confused. Let's stick to it.
No. I think this is where we're going wrong with this
Yes.
conversation, right? You're giving us your opinion. Let's debate why this is a thing, as opposed to saying, because if you say that you won't do it, there's nothing we can say that's going to change your mind, and we're going to end up here just arguing all day,
Guys.
So the question I'm going to ask you is this: if your woman's parents come over and let's say you have a nice decent house, which you do, and they stay in the spare room, what's wrong? And they've traveled all the way from Bungoma. What's wrong with them staying in your house?
Listen, now this is what I'm telling you guys, right? For the parents, it is not a problem. You guys can make an exception for them, right? If they're 60 or some. But you, as a man, you've gone and married.
He's not a man as well.
No, but he's the father to your bloody wife. You understand? You can give them a
It's
roof.
flawed. It's very flawed.
It's not fucking
It won't
flawed.
hold
It's-
any
You
water.
see what I'm trying to say is this. What I'm trying to say, is most of the time, and you guys need to understand it. As a man who's coming from that perspective, your father-in-law, he will not be comfortable sleeping there.
Right.
You get? So he'll be like, hey, I've got to make an arrangement. But me, at the same time, I understand what traditions are,
Okay.
but I'm also a modern
So
person to an extent.
right.
So if he wants to stay, well and good.
So
Am I going to bash him?
So let me
Nah.
ask you. Let me ask you another question. I'm
Yeah.
gonna put this out there, right?
Yeah.
Rihanna. I'm gonna use Rihanna as an example. She's from Barbados.
Oh yes.
Yeah. Rihanna's mom has one of the most beautiful her parents one of the most beautiful beach houses in Barbados. I'm making this up, by the way, right?
No, I think she
one of the
does.
most beautiful, probably does. Because
Yeah, she does. I think Rihanna got a beach house.
Rihanna,
Right,
man.
so, right. So she's built for her mom a beautiful beach house, right? Now, let me tell you something. Now, you marry Rihanna. Rihanna says, and you know Rihanna don't take shit from no one. Rihanna says, let's go home and visit my parents, yeah? When you get to that beautiful beach house in Barbados, white sand beaches, dolphins, are you going to turn around and say to Rihanna, I can't sleep in
The
your parents'
African
house?
in me.
No.
Can't sleep in your parents' house?
Traditions.
I'm just asking. I'm not even saying
I
no.
have to
I'm
find a
asking.
hotel.
I'm married to Rihanna.
Yes.
Replay.
Last I checked.
Wait.
No, I'm married to Rihanna. Last I checked, we must have a private jet. I'm flying the fuck back.
How disrespectful is that?
First and
Oh
foremost,
my
Let
God.
me tell you.
Oh
if
my
I'm married to
goodness.
Rihanna, she best know one thing. That's your mom's house, right? But I'm your fucking husband. You will listen as well.
I
You
don't know
understand?
why. I don't know
Fuck
why.
all this shit.
This Rihanna.
Let's be-
You know what?
Let's be
No,
consistent.
Carl, are you being for real?
No. Wait,
or
wait,
is
wait.
this Big C?
We're
Let
being consistent.
me say something. I'm willing to take the L here.
Yeah.
If
I'm
that's
sleeping.
if that's how guys are looking
In
at
fact,
it.
I'm waking up and making breakfast.
Personally,
For who?
For everyone.
Guys ain't watch the movie, baby boy.
They are making bacon and eggs and pancakes for Rihanna for her family.
You know, guys, let's not fuck with these traditions, bro. You saw the other day guys fighting at the burial when the casket was being lowered.
Yeah.
That man hadn't paid no dowry, right, for that woman, and he was trying to bury her. But you see, what I'm trying to say is this, guys. Cool, I accept. We may make a joke about some of these things, but here's the thing: some of these traditions have been there for years upon
But it
years.
doesn't mean
so
they're
why
good
is
traditions.
it?
Yeah, we're
why is
challenging
it?
them.
We're
Yeah.
challenging
Bro,
them.
slavery was there for 400 years.
It wasn't good.
You know,
slavery.
running around.
Slavery. Last I checked, you guys had been chained up. This is guys not being chained up. Let's not joke about
Traditions
going for
have us
Russia and
chains.
what. Like
These are the I'm looking at the shackles
you know,
right now.
You know, I see.
I'm looking at the shackles
I see
right now.
how people get very. Did someone just walk in the fucking house or what?
It's okay.
Yo, G, you're haunted, bro.
No, someone
You
just
get-
walked in. It's fine.
Yeah, but you see what I'm trying to say is this, right? We have to also agree that we're not gonna. There's so many traditions. Some may be overtaken by time, right? But some, don't make sense. What? But some of these things make sense, and I will fucking say it in hindsight, right? Dated this woman. The family was amazing. What? For 3.5 years or something. So we went on holiday once together for Christmas, right? Like I didn't go for Christmas with my family.
I remember that.
I was with them, right? You know, had
Was
a
that
good time.
bingo somewhere?
No.
It was somewhere that way.
Watamu.
No. I can't quite
Yeah,
remember
very
where.
close to know your locations.
So here's the thing, right? Like it was a good time, slept same bed and everything and all of that. Modern family, by the way.
Yes.
Super modern family, good people. But now that I think about it, like, getting to the point where how did the mom take me after all of that, right? Over time, like I slept over at their house. Like when Barack Obama was here, they were like, you know what? You could come kick it, right? I'm like, the city was on lockdown then. There was a mad movement, right? They were like, since you're always here on weekends, how about you just crash here the whole weekend? Like some of those things.
So you think
So that's what you think
So
about.
do you think that in hindsight, do you think that you sleeping in their house and going on holiday with them had a negative perception of how they viewed you or how the mom viewed you?
In a way.
How so?
Like now when I think about it, like small cues, right? How would I have been perceived had I been the guy? No, I like it. What? I'll be here, but I'm gonna go.
That nigga ain't shit.
Yeah, like you see,
Always
like
sleeping over.
You know what I mean? It's not the
But I feel
most.
Calvin.
So when I'm busy saying it in hindsight, now when I sit with like people and they give me their perceptions, and I look at it even from the perspective of my uncle, my grandfather. Whenever we'd go to my grandmother's side, right? The throw parties. My grandfather always pulled up late. Homie, the party started 11 or 12. Us guys have been there. He pulls up 4. Eats what. He always had some shit he was busy going to do.
I get that saying.
Yeah.
I what you're saying, but what I'm saying to you is this. What you're saying to me is that all of this is traditional. All of this is from tradition. We don't do this because of tradition. Me, I'm saying there are some traditions that to me, and I'm saying this, I didn't grow up in the African context. I know in the Caribbean perspective, when I was growing up, my aunt I grew up with my aunt, my late aunt, and at some point my grandmother built her own house within the compound.
Yeah.
2-bedroom house. And then further up the road we had another house. So she actually got married in that, like, you know, coming back to the house that was in our compound, and then eventually they moved out to the other house up the road.
Yeah.
Fam, both those houses belong to my grandma. And the husband lived in one of those houses.
Yeah.
So the point that I'm trying to make is that at the end of the day, like, I understand tradition. But if you can't say to me why this is wrong, so like in one of the groups, someone said you're gonna be cursed. Get the fuck out of here.
Well, I wouldn't go as far as that. I wouldn't go as far as that.
What I'm trying to say is this: end of the day, like, everybody says it's tradition, but I maintain to you that tradition is peer pressure from dead people.
But my thing is this, right? How I think it's important for us to have this conversation, and it's important for this conversation to be had. Two things, right? People get to understand traditions. They're important, right? They're there for a reason. But at the same time, don't be one of those niggas who's pulling up to your in-laws or girlfriends, houses, and just not reading the room. You get, read the fucking room. Understand, some people may welcome you, some people may not welcome you, but you will be there imposing yourself. And at the end of the day, they'll be like, you know, these are some of the things that, you know, when a fight breaks up, they're like, yeah, Nev, he used to always be here. You know, those kind of things. So, I understand where we're coming from, but read the fucking room.
I feel like that's a big burden to carry, bro. Like, I can't have dealt with thinking of what people are thinking about me when I was young, and still at that age I'm still thinking about them. Now, of course, read the room and all that, but I feel like if you're in that space with someone, you'd know for sure whether it's a place you could pull up or not. Because are you going unannounced? No, you're definitely not pulling up unannounced. And I'm sure you're gonna have that conversation with Shorty. Like, Shorty can be straight up like, you know, my mom doesn't really like you, so you being there is gonna cause some tension, and then it's gonna be like this and that. So I'd rather you don't go. So besides reading the room,
I just and Andy, to add on top of that, I think there are so many unwritten rules that man them have to observe. That like it's just stupid to me. Like it's just, I don't want to shit on anyone's tradition, but for me, that is one. Seeing that conversation unfold, one, I think is very patriarchal. For one. And two, I think to myself, at the end of the day, like, if everybody complains about being a firstborn, everybody complains about this, everyone complains about that, surely there are more important things about as to whether or not you sleep in your in-laws' house.
But you see, at the end of the day, guys, and also Twitter is representative of not a majority. Let's not get it twisted.
True.
Right? You understand? There's a lot of people, like, say for instance, I'm half Cuke. You understand? And Nev is from the Luya community. I need to also understand what their traditions are. You get? I need to be able, the babe needs to be able to tell me, yo, these are the perceptions, this is what and what, this is how it is. So we can't conclude it as, fuck this. This is just some patriarchal traditions, what. At the end of the day, we got to respect what different communities are about. You get? That's just how it is.
Okay, I'm willing to accept what you've said, and I like, you know, two things can be right at the same time. But personally, I just don't see what the fuss is all about, and maybe because my socialization and my upbringing was different.
No, I'm with you on that, bro. I'm with you on that.
Talking about fuss, there's been a lot of fuss when questions guys have been asking us on open mic. So
okay,
let's go.
I'll get to one. This is a juicy one, and I'm sure we'll have a lot to say about this. So Dennis Karanja says, Wagwan Cham, shout out to you guys. You've kept us entertained for the whole year. Shout out to you for the support too. I hope we can get more and more content from you guys, of course. I hope you get a chance to discuss this on your next episode. So, my folks have been married for more than 29 years. Most recently, about 5 years ago, my dad found himself enjoying another woman's company and other benefits on the side.
That's one.
Put that in quotes, other benefits. I wonder how he knew. But anyway, moving along. Up to date. So, it started 5 years ago, and it's still, the benefits are still on up to date. Now, it's at a point where it's affecting my mom emotionally, physically, psychologically. And this does not sit well with me, especially since I am mother's boy. I feel as if
That's where he lost the argument.
yes, I feel as if I'm a mother's boy, and it's also affecting my mother. I feel that as the firstborn, I'm supposed to do something to salvage the situation and put an end to this. What should I do, gents?
Wow. Well,
For the end of the
T
year,
for
this is
tough. What?
It's a
that's a tough one. First of all, I will say, and let me give you a Jamaican proverb. There has to be
we
one.
can't end the year without
There has to be one every episode.
Exactly. Let's go.
Cockroach, no business in a foul
foul
affair.
affair.
You understand? meaning that, like, fam, honestly, I can see that it affects you and all that stuff. But guess what? I think that's something for you and your mom and your dad to have to work
figure
out.
the fuck out.
And also, fam, polygamy is traditional, just like not sleeping in your in-laws' house.
Wow.
It's tradition.
Not helping.
What's the issue?
Not helping.
It's tradition,
It's
right?
innate.
We started so well.
Yeah.
We were doing so well.
So I mean,
Let's be consistent.
To be serious, I can understand that guy's position, because I know that when I was growing up, my grandma, my granddad was also, when he got a bit older, he wanted a little young thing to tickle his balls. You know what I mean?
Blood pressure pumping a bit.
Right, and but my grandmother was very clear about it. My grandmother didn't care. My grandma was like, "Yeah, okay, sawa. Who's controlling the money? Me, sawa."
it's okay.
And then even when my granddad died, he didn't even die in the house. He died out on road. My grandmother was like, "I'm so glad that nigga didn't die in the house." You know what I'm trying to say? But my grandmother was gangster like that.
Yeah.
So I can understand how it affects him. But guess what? I could be wrong. I think that's something that you. I mean, if if you want, or you have that kind of relationship with your dad, you can have a man-to-man conversation.
Yeah.
But if you can't have a conversation with your dad, I mean, personally, I would say, Dad, what the fuck you doing, bro?
Yeah, I was about to ask
You need to set it up.
if you'd actually ask if you
I
had
would say that to
situations.
my dad. What the fuck you dealing with, blood?
Because I've ever approached my dad after I had some crazy rumors out somewhere, and I was like, "Hey, yo, I'm hearing this
And you're doing this again.
Yo, let's be
You
honest.
asked
we're
your dad
bonding.
how much
I
he
asked him
earns.
how much he earns.
You asked your dad
Yo.
what come is. You asked your dad again. Is you cheating on mom?
When I asked my dad about wet dreams, oh my
Oh
god.
my god! You put your dad through a lot. My God.
Yo, it's fatherhood, man. No, yeah.
Go on.
But there's one time, and it's also the approach that mattered, because you can't approach the man them and go like, yo, okay, the relationship that I have with my dad. So I'd have wanted to know if you guys would have done the same, like, ask the man them if there's anything going on out there, because this is being said. I've heard a rumor about this and that. It's not looking good out there, because I'm also thinking about the implications that could follow if these allegations are true. So I don't know about you guys. Would you ask your dad?
Hey, dad, have your fun. Just don't bring it home. Don't bring that shit home.
So-
I know babies.
So-
I know one only good brother. You get me?
No babies.
Life is
Telling
funny.
your dad no babies is disgusting.
Life
I'd
is
laugh.
funny,
As the dad,
right?
I'd laugh.
I know.
I'd laugh.
So my son has come to me
Yeah.
and decided.
No, Jojo. Yeah.
Has come to you and
Jojo's
said-
come to me
Yeah.
and
Yes.
asked me what going.
Yeah.
I know you're playing.
Can't
Well,
you
let
deny?
him finish.
I like how you guys try and get to the sensitive part of me. I'm telling Jojo, mind your own fucking business.
Are you
Why
serious?
would you be
Bro,
rude like that
do you
to
know
your
what?
kid?
Bro, do you know what? Like, it's really interesting that you should say that, because while we're having this conversation, there's a song by Nas, Papa Was a Player.
Yeah,
Ah,
Papa
yeah.
was
And
a player.
in the last
Player
verse,
was Papa.
they talk about the same thing, and then how Nas said he confronted his dad.
Yeah.
And the dad said to him, one day you'll understand that what's
Exactly.
inside me
Is inside you.
You
Yeah.
know what I'm trying to say?
That song is actually
So
deep.
basically, to be honest,
Basically, this guy's gonna cheat in future.
yeah. So basically, what's his name?
Basically, Dennis Karanja.
Dennis.
Chunga hiyo kitu.
Just go.
One day you
Simple
will
as
know.
that.
If you're in a relationship, just cheat.
Like let's put it
This
in
took
the
a turn
other.
for
So
the-
The apple doesn't fall far from
yeah,
tree.
it doesn't.
This was like the advice you had to give.
Like listen,
be
yeah,
advice.
you know, guys. At times you just have to be brutally fucking honest with yourself. What the fuck is my daughter asking me about?
bro,
understand?
bro.
No, like she's my daughter.
No, Calvin.
but here's the thing, right?
Yeah.
So then it's my son. My son comes to me. I'm like, mind your own fucking business. A couple of years later, when he's married, he's cheating. The wife is coming to me. I'm like, huh? So what the fuck do you want me to help
But
you?
bro, no, you can't disregard it just like that, bro.
No,
If your daughter comes and asks you a one, no, it affects her to that level, bro. You can't tell her to mind
by the
her
way-
business.
By the
You
way,
can't.
at the end of 2021, we just want to keep it real. So no, it's a very tricky one.
Yeah, it's a
and
tricky
I
one.
think that if you
By the way, I'm not fucking. We don't need no fucking
If you-
likes, no clout.
if you-
I'm telling Jojo, mind your fucking business. She's my daughter. She understands she can be straight up. Okay, let's be straight.
if it's affecting you that much and you have that kind of relationship with your dad, I would say you have a conversation with your dad. However, as Calvin says, your dad is quite within his right to say,
Fuck off.
I
Fuck off.
you guys need to understand. From my perspective, right? From my
Oh, yo, guys,
perspective.
you have a lot of
You
unresolved
get-
trauma.
So you
A lot
see,
of unresolved
no, you
trauma.
see, why I can actually tell Jojo, mind your own fucking business is this. So first and foremost, I'm not even married to your mom. You need to understand that.
No, but this
No,
guy,
this is in the
oh
event
God,
that you-
can we move on? We're giving. I don't even know what to say. Let's move on.
We're moving on.
But your dad might say fuck off.
Expect the unexpected. Someone asked us to name some of the MVPs of 2021. People who've like impressed us in the whole of 2021. MVPs, you know, most
Wow.
valuable players.
Jesus.
A$AP Rocky.
A$AP Rocky.
Oh, yes.
Getting Rihanna to
ASAP.
accept.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Except what?
That's
Accept to be the girlfriend.
Okay.
That's good. I mean.
Also, Trio Mio.
Trio
Mio securing the
My
bag,
brother.
with his 3 seconds of fame.
He's
They want-
16
yeah.
and he's paying school fees.
Yeah.
Where-
He
yeah.
said on a tweet that his parents live with him.
No, he doesn't.
His parents live with him.
He doesn't live with his parents. They live with him.
Yeah. Any other
But wait a
people-
minute, isn't that disrespectful?
I know it is.
Trio just
No, it's
that shit.
He's an
Yo,
artist.
is
so he's
you
allowed.
wanna tell me if at 16 you're making that kind of money, you
You
would
would
move
tell your-
everybody out?
Nah.
No, you being altruistic, you'd move everybody out of the hood, bro.
Don't make me call Trio's mom. I'm gonna miss call from her just now.
Wow,
My-
Joe Biden. Okay, yeah, call.
What the fuck?
Be like,
nigga out here to saying,
My-
no, look,
So you have the number, then
This is a
call.
fucking
Then
missed call from Trio Mio's
why,
mom.
why is it missed and why do you have a
it's
call
because
from?
we're recording.
All right, okay.
Trio Mio's mom's the manager.
Why is Trio? Are you trying to work something out with
No,
Trio?
No. We're
Anyway,
in the industry. We get
anyway,
this calling the
so,
calls. Yeah.
Trio Mio's mom is calling Calvin.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Trio,
Your next hit is here.
Trio is not
The
looking
next
good for you, bro.
album.
Wow. Big C.
Trio, I would ask my mom why she's calling Calvin.
Why you
By the
here?
way,
And that's
by
my
the
mom
way,
the same thing. Why you calling Calvin?
Why Trio Mio's mom is calling me is
Yeah.
first and foremost, he's got a record that's coming out. Second of all, I am actually sending him rollerblades.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's serious with the sun.
You know Drake
the
was
sun
doing the
them.
same thing with the
Bro,
Mamzi.
let me tell you.
So
only
you
way to
and
get
the
to a
sun
young
them
man-
have
Trio
something
was
going
like-
on.
Trio.
So you and the mom can be in
Wait.
good.
Trio.
Okay. Calvin, I respect your
What
game.
I'm saying is
I
this.
respect your game.
When I was growing up, I didn't trust any of my parents' people who
Oh,
gave me
man.
gifts.
Sorry,
Moving
Calvin.
on.
Sorry.
Moving on.
Calvin,
So,
you don't remember the
more
guy who did buy
MVP.
you
So,
PlayStation.
my
Ama did
MVP
buy you
Fuck that
PlayStation.
nigga. Yeah.
Guys, MVP's G, your MVP.
Calvin.
Yeah, he's hitting on them left, right.
Dave Chappelle.
Dave Chappelle.
Dave Chappelle.
Yeah,
Dave
that's
Chappelle, Jay-Z.
Definitely, yeah, Jay-Z,
Definitely.
of course.
Drake.
Yeah.
Can't do Drake.
Not Drake.
Drake, Kanye.
Drake dropped a
Drake.
rubbish album.
Maybe it wasn't about the album. It was about him and Kanye making
Who else?
amends.
Let's see, locally
Yeah.
within the 254.
Atuoli for the memes. He's
Atuoli
given
for the
us,
memes.
Like, two
Yes.
great memes.
Yes.
Content creators out there, you know.
Oh.
I feel as if the content game has really stepped up in a way.
Yes.
Like, G, you know.
Speaking about content,
All right.
stick a pin there. Content game on the channel tonight because it's New Year's Eve.
Spicy.
We have a 12 4-hour mix
Wow.
from 7 p.m. to 7 a.m.
Are you for real?
Hey, Katambe Sana. Wow, good
Yeah.
company.
What?
Come on now.
12 hours.
Till number will be
So-
there.
Yo, are we making this money or what?
So
Damn, that's a lot.
when you finish, before you start your party,
Yeah.
and when you finish with it and come back home, we're still going to
still
be
there.
there.
Ooh.
yeah,
Man,
even
thing.
when your ex
Head
leaves you, you're still there.
Hey,
Yeah. As a matter of fact, we might be the only thing consistent in your life.
Yes.
From 21 to 22.
You might have-
7 p.m. to 7 a.m. on the channel. You're saying about content.
That's the crossover.
We've had. I feel as if content, the game has changed. Long time we used to have content creators. You just post up a photo with whatever brand you're trying to advertise. But now with all the reels and how things have changed up, so big up every content creator out there who switched up the game.
Kimanzi did well.
Oh,
Shout out to
top
Yeah,
of the
Kina
top, top of the top.
Kimanzi, yeah.
Also Crazy Kenna with
Yes.
all the comedy kind of stuff. Or
Yeah,
also
his
Seth-
output
Seth
is
Gore and George.
Crazy,
crazy,
you know.
crazy. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
it's mad.
So,
Like
yeah,
in a
those are some
Flacco
of
and
them.
them.
Musically though, like 254 musically.
Ooh, Sauti Soul, bro, and the whole Soul Generation crew.
They
Soul
actually,
Generation.
yeah,
Mad.
they
Very
smashed
Bensoul.
it.
Shout
Yeah,
out to you guys.
mad.
Yeah, those have been some.
That's a
honorable
good question.
mentions.
That's a
Shine
good
your
question.
head like a girl.
I know you love that song,
Video
deep down,
kubali tu,
G. I know
G.
you love that song.
All right.
Yo, why
moving
the
on.
fuck would we talk about some losers from 2021? Same
Losers.
energy.
Losers.
Like,
Who
Okay.
the fuck fumbled the bag?
Oh, who
Hey,
fumbled the
Calvin,
bag?
your mark today is interesting. I like it. Let's go.
Yeah, I mean,
Okay,
everybody's
who
always on some
fumbled?
nice shit.
Who fumbled the bag?
But everybody
Damn.
really, when they're having conversations, hey, Nani Alichoma.
Alichoma.
Yeah, I don't know.
Nani Alichoma.
It's
Thomas
really
Edmund,
fucked
let's
up.
go. Who?
For me, I have to say, one of the people who must have fumbled the bag the most is all those people who used to be on that bandwagon of play KE. And now in 2021, when we have a new genre of amapiano, y'all are out here
Same people.
promoting and giving that kind of energy. So for me, it's kind of a, you know, let's stay on a neutral.
Consistent, yeah.
Let's not be play KE, and then when we get a new genre, we are all running to it and doing the most because
No,
there's money attached.
but they want to chill with the big boys. Tiki. That's all.
Right. Hey, those are some of the big.
By the way, I ain't even gonna lie to you. I'm here for Nigerian Amapiano boy.
The crossover is
Them man they
mad.
put some energy into the like
sprinkling some
you know
Pepper them.
South Africans will be like yibiye. Yo, Nigerians come. You wanna roll with the big boys?
Hey, it's different.
True.
It's different.
True.
Yeah, so
biggest fumblers.
I can't think of one, bro. I can't think of one.
Yeah, that's a
Like
good
who
one.
seriously fumbled the bag? Them OG COVID. OG COVID fumbled the bag. Major.
No, by the way though, I think it's interesting you should say that. I really think we should give some props to the healthcare workers, man, because let me tell you, healthcare workers in the 254 over the last 2 years have been working in traumatic situations. So if you're a
been
doctor,
tough.
if you're a nurse, if you're a medical assistant, if you're a pharmacist, whatever you do within that medical space, on behalf of us to you guys, we salute you because we don't get to hear the stories and the horror stories from the hospitals, but these guys have been under siege for like 2 years. 2
It's
years
been
straight,
tough.
man.
Yeah, to the guys who fumbled the bag, those people who kept saying, "When do I get my bottle?"
What do you mean?
Mics are open, merchandise.
Hey, Calvin, I didn't know it was
Fuck off.
leaving.
Hey, Calvin, I
Getting
love
people.
it.
You know, guys are so
Allow it,
entitled out here.
Calvin.
Guys are so entitled out here. Like, when do I get my bottle? What the fuck do you
You
think
wanna
this
tell me
is?
you've never been a frustrated
Let me
client
tell you,
or customer?
the good company is not registered as a non-governmental organization. Don't get your panties in a twist.
Okay.
Buy that shit. You understand?
I'm here for the
free.
baby.
Yeah.
I agree with you.
Yeah.
Biggest
I agree with you.
fumblers.
When do I get
I
my
agree with
bottle?
you.
You've not had that shit.
Support,
You're over there
support.
DJing.
Yeah.
Not even a peng sodi.
Where's the
Huh?
bottle?
You want to tell me you haven't promised a peng sodi, a bottle or a kahuki
Listen,
somewhere?
if you're a peng shorty and you're trying to get
Yeah, it's their way
Yo,
of hitting you up,
hitting
and,
me up.
and flirting
Shut
with you.
the fuck
you know
up.
how
Some
babes
fuck
love
me
babes,
fast.
bro.
Yeah,
You know how babes
bro.
love babes.
What?
Like, give me a hoodie or something.
No.
Calvin. Some
If
love.
you're trying to hit me up, how about you get yourself a bottle from the mics are open, drink some of that water, calm your thirst fucking down, and then we can talk.
Hey.
Sawa, tukiendelea hivyo. Also, biggest fumblers.
Energy.
If you haven't subscribed,
Fully charged.
if you haven't liked, if you haven't shared this, you're the biggest
chopping
fumbler.
that
But
one.
thank God this is 31st.
Wait.
Still can redeem yourself.
Actually, by the way,
Hey.
for everyone who's listening right now who's not subscribed, please subscribe. Now, this is how bad it is.
Yes.
Right? In my own projections, I wanted us to hit 50,000 subscribers by the end of 2021.
All right.
We're on about 49,500.
What? Come
I need 500 guys.
Ya kuruka mwaka mazee.
That's light work. So if you've watched us for the entire year,
Chenye hiyo kitu bwana.
Wake Up Call, Lockdown, mics are open, and all of the other stuff on the channel.
Yes.
Me, I'm saying if you're one of those guys who have watched and not subscribed, please, the only thing I want for New Year's for this is 50,000. Can I have Grouchy? Can I have a 50,000 subscriber like banner on the screen now?
Grouchy in his mind is like, no.
Guys know that we're serious.
Yes, we're up
at
to the time.
49,562. Not that I'm counting.
Wow, yeah.
But me
For someone who hasn't counted.
Share this
Nah,
somewhere.
man. I just want 50,000 by the end of the year, man. Come on, please.
Amen to that. Even more.
Talking about end of the year, owning an Android device is one of the biggest turn-offs of 2021.
That one must have been sent by Austin.
Wait,
That one must have been sent
Wait,
by Austin.
wait, hold on. Show of hands, there's 6 people in the room. Who has an iPhone in here?
iPhone. Everyone.
So why are we even discussing those 4 people?
No, so
Android-
apparently it's not even enough to have an iPhone.
Yo, let me tell you.
But hold up. So if you can't unlock your phone with Face ID, even if it's an iPhone, then apparently you don't qualify to have an iPhone. And you text someone, they get a green bubble.
Whose phone is this?
That's mine.
Hey.
Oh, sorry. By the time
If you're wondering why Andy hasn't texted you, new phone.
Andy spent money.
Good company, bro.
what do you mean Andy spent money?
Andy spent money.
Maybe I was
Rainy
broke.
day, no longer there. It's sunny, Andy. Andy, it's a sunny day.
Sunny day,
Andy spent
man.
money, bro. We're here for me.
Wow.
Jesus bless this phone.
We got that
Bless
one,
this
that
phone.
phone.
Do not put any stress into the life of the
Yeah,
phone.
No
no
screen
character
cracks.
development. Girls will be
You can't
saved.
even get anything new in peace
Every
anymore.
woman Andy called from this phone
Will be
shall
blessed.
spread their legs
Amen.
in the name.
God bless.
Boy, nigga said spread their legs. Let's
So
You get man, like
so
when
if you can't unlock your phone by looking at it, then
when I was in Shags this past weekend, right? So one of my uncle had like this, you know those old stereos, like a Panasonic something. So it doesn't have Bluetooth, right? So it just has the auxiliary cable,
Right.
That you know plug into the phone. Man, my family were like, yo. They call me Ngox, right? My short form for my surname, right? And they're like, yo, Ngox, you work on the radio, so you play us some music from your phone. I was like, I don't know who the fuck you lot think you are, man. My thing don't be taking things. Like,
Yo, do people do that to you when you're at a party?
Yo,
Because you're the radio guy,
Yeah.
you're a DJ. So you
Play
play-
us music.
Yeah.
And you know, funny
Yeah,
enough,
something nice.
all of
You
them
play
had
music
Androids.
for a
I was
living.
like, sorry, you
Put the
guys need to
lockdown,
sort
or
your
wake
shit
up.
out.
what
Backgrounds.
people ask me for is mixes.
Yeah.
And all I do is send them Andy's mixes, Fab's mixes, and other
Yeah.
people's mixes.
Yeah.
I haven't done a mix for like 10 years.
Like, man, that was different.
But but before we
even
wrap,
rap, right? Yo, that must be from a baby Nairobi.
Let's
Oh,
address this issue.
The sample.
Is this a turn off for you, G?
What, Android
Someone who has
phones?
an Android phone rather.
no, I wouldn't say it's a turn off, but I do question their life.
That's even worse.
You have to buy a mask. You have to get vaccinated,
No,
and
you
then
need
you
an
have an
iPhone.
Android phone.
No, all right, no. Put it this way. I wish that there was an Android phone that really sparked me the way that iPhone sparked me.
The S21, brilliant phone. Shout out
It
to
probably is,
Samsung.
right?
Samsung
Free plug.
And maybe Samsung, if you want to like bring the phone to us,
Yeah, to
and
use-
But here's the thing:
prove us
if
wrong.
you're Samsung, if you're Techno, if you're what, if you're gonna send us a phone to review, we gotta keep
Why
it.
not?
We're not doing that thing of Siju reviewing a phone and
then giving it back.
giving
Yeah.
it-
yeah.
Tonight,
You know,
yeah.
but by the way, all right, let's. This is Radio Inside Talk. You see, back in the day,
What?
We used to get so many phones.
High five.
Oh my God.
Where was I?
God damn.
Where were
I
we?
swear to
Nokia. Shout out to Nokia.
We have got so many devices. There's a time every single Nokia device that came out, they just sent us new phones. Even in
Nokia.
Android.
Amen.
Nokia before
God
they
will
went
see what
to
you're doing.
Windows, man.
But then we got to about 2-3 years ago, even more than
4
that.
years,
4 years
5
ago.
years,
Then
yeah,
these
yeah.
phone guys got
wind.
mean. Anyway, no, whatever phone you have, it doesn't really matter, man. As long as it can make calls, receive,
life.
whatever.
You too, Nev?
What?
An Android phone is not a turn off for you.
No, what a phone is a phone, man. What are you?
Okay, but like a green bubble, you're not
Imagine
like-
she has an Android phone, but
Never.
but that pussy's got escalator on it.
Nev, is there something in your eye?
But what I would say though is, maybe because there are so many different types of Android devices, what Apple does is lock you into their system. So if you have a Mac or an iPad or an iPhone or AirPods or whatever, it just makes sense to stay within that ecosystem. Yeah. Because for example, like when I'm out DJing, it's like when I click on, let's say I have to buy a song while I'm DJing. Once I click on my Wi-Fi, it just says, "Hey, do you want to connect to your phone?"
Life is easier.
Now, if it was an Android laptop or Windows, it's showing you Peter's Wi-Fi, Tom's Wi-Fi. There, you know what I'm trying to say? So yeah, I mean, a phone is just a phone. But I don't know. I guess it's preferences. You know what I mean? Don't let nobody force you into getting
Last
a phone.
one here from Open Mic. What movie do you know the lines to?
That's a good question.
Movies.
This is where I don't even contribute.
Gee,
Just
come
give us
on,
a
just
Star
start with
Wars
Star Wars,
one.
man. Just start with Star Wars.
Just give
Put
us
it
a
out
Star
there.
Wars
All right,
Yeah.
Star Wars.
I am not your father.
Evidently. Star Wars. I mean, Star Wars, there is... one of the quotes from Star Wars I like is... do or do not, there is no try. Meaning there's no middle ground. Just do or do not, there is no try. I like that one. Also, you know, there's loads of them.
Damn, that's not a mature quote.
friend.
Say hello to my little friend.
Scarface in it.
By the way, there's one quote in the Matrix I like.
Oh, The Matrix 4
Oh,
is
man,
boring.
has a...
The Matrix, the new one is boring. Sorry, I just had to throw it out there. Been
Damn.
sleeping
Has
through
anyone
it.
watched Spider-Man?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
watched it.
Spoil
Any good? Let's spoil that shit.
Yeah,
Come on,
spoil that
one.
shit. Yo,
Are you trying to do what
Does he
Kim
die?
Kardashian
No,
did?
there are 3 Spider-Man.
The 3 Spider-Mans. Yeah.
So all Spider-Man,
Yeah.
Peter Parker.
The second one, yeah, all of them.
Holland.
They come back. Yeah.
And
Spider-Man.
many
No,
things.
No, I was joking.
Oh, you're joking. Okay.
I was joking, man.
But for me,
Wow, wait. Where to go? Baiting them.
Now you don't want to watch it.
I think for me, I'm such a big Christopher Nolan Batman fan, right? You know the 3, the ones that Christopher Nolan made. Like, I think the most quotable is Batman's not even as quotable as Bane is.
Oh, Bane is the
Oh,
best.
Ben has quotes for days.
Oh, like when he tells him, I was
I
trying
was
to see.
born in the dark.
Yeah, I was born in the dark. Or when he asks him,
Fam.
I thought you belonged to the shadows, but they belong to me. You know, those different kind of lines. Or, oh man, Bane is deep.
so, yeah.
But for me, there's like movies like, of course, Pulp Fiction. You know, when the coffee, the restaurant scene, when before they rob the place, they're like, Garçon! And he's calling the waitress, and the waitress comes back and say garçon means boy. You know, all of those in French and all.
Yeah.
So there's so many movies, or even like Shawshank Redemption.
Oh, that was a good one.
Man,
Freeman.
when what's the name? The white guy, something Andy Dufresne.
Dufresne, yeah, Andy Dufresne.
Like I know the song, the musical score as they drive into the prison.
Right.
And Morgan Freeman's voice says, "I remember the summer of what." Yeah, man. Man.
Freeman.
By the way, like I rewatched 7 the other day.
You texted me. You know what's it the week after?
Have you guys ever watched 7?
Yeah.
Brad Pitt.
You watched it?
Brad
Yeah,
Pitt,
I watched
Morgan
it, yeah.
Freeman.
That
Yeah.
shit was crazy.
It
Like,
was
I-
really good.
I watched it like a million years ago, but I watched it over.
What movie? Neville and I were having this conversation today. Is there a movie like you've rewatched so many times that you even lost count? Probably.
Star Wars. Star Wars
Over.
and The Matrix.
Which Matrix?
The first one.
Oh, the first one.
First one.
One
He's
and
not
two.
watching the new one.
Yeah, the
He's
new
not
one.
watching the new one.
Save yourself some
You know
more
one
time.
thing.
Yeah.
You know one thing I've discovered. This is a hack, right? On Netflix, like if you're a big buff of like classic movies, go type on the search, type Shawshank Redemption. When you type Shawshank Redemption, it gives you all other classics
From that
like
era.
your Seven, your what?
Wow.
Yo, that's a fucking hack. Cause me, bro, I don't be on Netflix watching new shit.
Random things.
Random-
Yeah,
yeah, man. I
No,
like that
Let's
bullshit.
talk about
There's
Netflix because you have to work on your algorithm
Yeah,
as
man.
well.
Yeah.
It depends with what you watch, and
Or
the people
the
you
people
share the
in your
password with
account. Yeah.
affect the algorithm.
You know-
and I hate that, bro.
But
I hate when someone else messes
funny
up the
enough-
algorithm.
G, calm
I
down.
don't watch soap opera, so why should I have soap
Like,
operas
let me
over
tell
there?
you,
Did I tell you
I'm blessed,
different
right?
accounts?
Did I tell
I'm
you
blessed, but you know what's unfortunate? I'm going to aspire to do better. I don't own a Netflix account.
Are you one of the guys who's one of the
No, fam, I got to give him one, man. Like,
fam, let me tell you.
but
Tell us.
I'm on the, you know, the other one, cinema, free movies.
Everything, you know.
I knew things were peak when I opened my Netflix account one day and someone had like created their own profile. Like,
And you didn't even know.
I didn't even know.
Is it
But that's a respectful person. Because they don't want to fuck with
they
their
don't want to mess
algorithm.
up with your
Yeah,
algorithm.
I
so
check
you
my
open up
algorithm.
There's no
another
respect
account.
there.
No,
That's Calvin. I'm
yeah.
with you on that one.
It's
I'm with
respect
you on that
is
one.
don't fuck my algorithm.
If you can open another account, okay, maybe a line was crossed, but it's more
Yeah,
respectful.
but it's better.
Yeah, it's more
Imagine,
respectful.
I'm the one paying. The lines are crossed every time.
But what movie for you? Umeriwatch kamera zote. For me, Too Fast, Too Furious, The Mask. I've rewatched Tenet.
Tenet?
Tenet, bro.
Are you still
I'm
trying
planning
to
watch it for like
floated?
Joe,
the
let me
sixth
tell you
time,
guys.
bro.
Let me tell you
boring.
guys. Last week
it's not.
Sunday, I don't know what the fuck was going on. Not this Sunday. The Sunday before Christmas. Man, I watched what's it? The movie that Jay-Z and them, The Great
The Harder
Gatsby.
They Fall.
Great Gatsby.
Jay-Z?
Jay-Z was
Gatsby?
part of it.
I
Yeah.
didn't even know.
Jay-Z, yeah.
I think you're talking about the Harder They Fall.
No, Great Gatsby.
He
Go
did the
Google that.
soundtrack.
Yeah, he was on the soundtrack.
Leonardo
and all.
DiCaprio.
Yeah.
Oh, but when you talk about
Fam,
recent Jay-Z,
man, I watched
yo,
that. I watched that movie. Fam, I almost fucking cried in the house, man.
Was it a good movie?
Gatsby.
Bro, that story is so fucking soft.
Ulikuwa na nani ukiangalia Great
I was
Gatsby?
so low. I even fucking
Wait.
tweeted about it. I was like, love is a beautiful thing and shit. I was in my feels,
Wait
man.
a minute.
I find it hard to believe.
Do you know
But
what?
okay.
Do you know what you should have done? You should have watched it at your in-laws' house.
That's a good
Bonga
one.
point. Yeah, he's emotional. Yeah.
Listen now,
He's
listen,
emotional.
listen.
Should have sorted yourself out well.
Don't forget on the channel tonight. 7 hours in the mix from 7 p.m. until 7 a.m. What can we say? The end of another year.
Yes,
Wait,
thank you.
like are there more deeds? Like, is it a surprise? Like, are there
Just
DJs
surprise.
or is
Just
it one
surprise.
DJ? I like surprises.
And also, like, we churned out 104 episodes of this podcast this year, and fam, that's a lot. So shout out to everyone who's watched every episode, listened to every episode more specifically from Anchor or from Spotify, from any of the platforms. We totally mess with you. Also, we got a pay bill number which none of you used.
Yo, people laugh at me because of that pay bill now.
Do you know what I found?
Guys, use it at least.
No,
People thought we were gonna be ballers after that number went out. Where?
All my guys are
No.
ballers.
Hold on. Wait. No, I'm gonna say this. No, let me say this, right?
Tell us.
Put the pay bill number on the screen. All right, boom. There it is. Cool. You can see it, right? Fam, you guys said to us,
We want to
put on it,
support.
we want to support you. You guys said to us, you're doing all this content. We love the stuff on the Good Company channel this year. There's been over 200 pieces of content. We don't have sponsors. We don't have any of that.
This is hilarious.
All I'm saying is this: it's a new year. It gives you the till number down here. You see it there. You see it, right? Please. I only have one pair of sneakers.
Cheza kama wewe.
Yo, see, you know, Major has a song, tabia za Wakenya. In English, it's Kenyan.
Yeah, manners. Yeah.
I need to check. Yeah. So there's a line where he goes something like you know, Kenyans have this habit
Those are
of
dope.
very dope kicks. Yeah, Kenyans have this habit of when you see something that you like or you want from a shop, but you do not have the money, but you like it still.
You ask how much it costs.
Yeah, and then you give the shopkeeper or the salesperson some hopes. You're like, you know what? Let me come. I'm coming. I'm going over here.
Let me add to that. The worst is when there's a piece of cloth up there and you're like, yeah, bring that one. And then you buy none. You're like, nitarudi next year.
So that's what Kenyans do. Like they mean their best, bro. Like they really want to support, and they wish that they could. Maybe they're manifesting it indirectly. They don't know what going exactly. But when it comes to reality, like okay, here's the till number, support me.
Well,
Bro, see the thing about my account is
I want you guys to look at the surroundings. We used to be on a nice, comfortable.
Man,
couch was
I ain't
repossessed.
even got anything to lean on, bro.
We used
I'm worried about his back.
We used to sit on the nice, comfortable sofa. There was tables and pictures in the background. Now,
Curtain.
we are in the middle of Ngara.
You know, here's the thing, right? Like, the mics are open. It's so open that we're here to tell you we're recording it in a bed sitter now. Look at that.
Imagine.
We've never been this close.
I've been elevated by.
Yo, I want you guys to look.
Ebu, we need to
don't
finish.
even have a chair.
Bruh.
We're sitting on the table.
No drinks.
We need to
Damn.
finish the podcast, Bunny. You know, we used units now.
As a matter of fact, guess what? Happy New Year. Because guess what? Us guys can't sit on this table no more, man.
Bruh.
There's no
back
cushioning.
support. But the tin number is still there.
Chesa
My name is G Money.
Oh damn, it's a wrap.
It's a wrap, isn't it?
It's too soon, man.
It's a wrap, yeah.
Damn.
It's a wrap, man.
Yo, new gen, we can go on extra. Mics are open extra.
Yeah, Mike's open. It's called a chop shop.
Yes.
Extra.
And young.
Oh, Big C.
Neville.
That is.
Are you gonna say Happy
That
New Year?
was a short pod,
Happy
man.
New Year.
That was such an abrupt ending. Damn.
Happy New
Go
Year.
on.
Damn, that's it. Yeah.
Oh, what do we talk about?
Yo,
I
did
don't
you
want to
see?
go on.
You don't want to go on?
Nah.
Let's go.
That's what she said.
Let's go.
So Chinese McDonald's have exercise bikes for diners, rather for diners who want to burn calories as they consume them. So as you're eating your mac and cheese or your fries and
the
whatever,
McDonald's?
yeah, in the McDonald's,
Huh?
yeah.
So yeah.
Oh damn! Did you stop recording?
No, we're still. Anyway, yeah. So this is the last one. Yeah. So that story is imagine going to
That this-
imagine going to
Let's go.
wait no.
Yeah.
Imagine going to buy pizza or any other fast food, and when you go to the chair, there's an exercise bike. So while you're jumping, you're pedaling.
Nah.
I
Listen.
wanna enjoy my food.
Yo, this
Listen,
is
nah.
actually
You-
impressive, bro.
it's
'cause
impressive.
They're making major sales. Bro.
Yeah, it's impressive.
They're
But me,
making
I'm
major
sticking.
sales.
You guys haven't been seeing the Instagram post on TikTok where a guy has been posting of them looking unhealthy. They're like, you see that post? That was me eating junk food, drinking a bottle of liquor all year. Now this is me. Same gang, bitch. Same energy.
Gang.
All right. First of all, you know what? Wait.
But it's
Like
brilliant.
you wait for it to transition to a guy who's lost weight. Is
And
like
then nothing.
Gang, bitch. Same
Can
me.
we end the pod again? Do you know why? In case this bit doesn't make the cut. Right. Happy New Year.
Groucho
My name is
Mercado.
G Money.
And young.
Big C.
Neville.
Oh my goodness.
Gang, bitch. Happy New Year.